Well, we've been a couple of hours now, and to be honest with you, I've had no activity whatsoever. Wasn't expecting it to be crazy. Wasn't expecting there to be loads of fish boshing today, mainly because of the temperature. We are in December, you know, the fish aren't going to be showing themselves as much. It's going to be a bit more difficult than in your summer sessions. But we know they're in here. We know they are on the feed, and we know they do come out. This does fish quite well through the winter months, this lake, so we'll see what we can get. Made myself a cup of tea because the temperature is now starting to drop. It's starting to cloud over. Looks like it is going to rain, but I'm in the palace, so yeah, should be fine, should be fine. We'll see how waterproof it is tonight, if it absolutely nails it down. But like I mentioned earlier, bait wise, and as in all my videos I've done recently, I'm on Parker Baits. Now Parker Baits, two brothers, started up a company, obviously Parker Baits, the Parker brothers, Ben and Tom. Check out the Parker brothers YouTube. Ben does a lot of the videos, Tom's appears on some of them as well now. They show you around the factory, you know, they show you the process. The love, the commitment, the thought that's gone into these baits and the company is absolutely amazing. But what I'm using tonight, I'm using fruit and nut. Now I'm using fruit and nut because I do like a creamy fruity bait through the winter. I like to use my fish meals more in the summer months. And on one rod, like I say, I've got the OG fruit and nut match to hatch pop-ups, shelf life, so they'll last for a long time. Same speckling, same colorization as you'll see on the bottom baits. Obviously lovely smelling bait, really is. And on the other one I'm using the Cork Dust 14mm wafters. Now if you can see that, can you see all the little bits and food particles that are coated on these? For obviously they're in the water, it's going to break down around the bait. It's going to slowly come away from the actual main body of the bait itself, creating a trail, little particles in the water. It's going to get those fish interested. You know, the wafters, I absolutely love these, I really do, and the smell from these is absolutely immense. It's a real creamy, nutty flavour coming off them. Absolutely phenomenal. And bottom bait boys, what I'm using as well, I've got the OG fruit and nut 14mm. Now I'm not using these as hook baits, I'm using these just to place in the bags, loose feed around, get the fish interested. But yeah, again, I don't know if you can see that. You probably can. Look at that, eh? The food particles on that, you know, they're coated, they're steamed, and then they're coated in a array of flavourings, array of particles. You know, they stick to the bait. And I've kept these, I've dried these out just so they're very soft. I mean, if you can see that, it's just breaking apart. And all I'm doing with these is I'm just crumbling them into a mesh bag. You know, I'm not even using the chopper, not even using the grinder, because I can do it in my hand. And then when I go around the other side, because I can obviously feed from the bank, I'm just throwing a scattering around. I'm crumbling more up in my hand and just throwing them out. You know, get those fish rooting around, get them rooting around. Now, Parker Baits. If you want to try Parker Baits for the first time, go onto their website. Just type in Parker Baits on Google. If you are a first time buyer from them and you type in the code A2A, as in A2A, addicted to angling, you'll get 10% off your first order. Now, you can't grumble at that at all. And I would literally say to anyone watching this, give it a go. You know, give it a go. The bait is absolutely phenomenal. It really is. You know, I've used it. Yes, I have had some blanking runs recently. That's not down to the bait. It's down to me and Tony. We don't like to fish easy waters. You know, we like to go places where it is quite hard. You know, we want to go places that are harder to fish. We're on a fairly, not an easy water tonight, but an easier water. I've used them before and I've had 4, 5, 6 fish out in a session. You know, it is good bait. It really is. But we'll see. We'll see tonight. I mean, I like using the fruitier, creamier type baits in the winter, the nuttier ones. In the summer I go onto the fish meal baits. But this time of year, you know, I want those baits, you know, the nice creamy, fruity, nutty ones. And the weather now, I mean, I'm looking out here, it's clouding over, it's starting to get dark. I think we're going to be in for some rain. I really do. I mean, we've got the World Cup on, so I think Tony's going to get the Brazil-Cameroon game on later. Probably watch that. And I've got some food, which I'll obviously do a little foodie session later like I normally do. Show you what I'm going to cook in there. All we need now to add to the mix for a perfect night is fish. Come on, you know, it might happen. It might happen. I'm not going to get too confident, but you know, it's December, you know, it is a bit harder, but I'm hoping to see at least one tonight, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to carry on drinking my cup of tea. I'm going to sit back and relax in the moon chair, because now I've got a big enough bivvy, I can fit the moon chair in here. I can look straight out to where my rods are, and it's chill time, you know, it's chill time. I've got some goodies in the bag as well, which I will cook up later, probably show you them. Got some treats to warm up, and as it's Christmas I've got mince pies, but I'm going to go and give Tony a mince pie later, you know, see, I don't know if he likes them actually, but we'll soon find out if I take him over and see if he wants one. But yeah, anyway, I'll come back in a bit, and hopefully throughout this video you might see some fish.